Hello everybody, welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. I'm Anuradha and in this particular session, I am here to give you a very good news that all of you have been waiting for. Yes, the official notification for the Territorial Army 2022 examination is out now and all of you can start your application process from 1st July onwards if you want to sit for the Territorial Army 2022 examination. So let us look into what this notification is talking all about. So basically the Territorial Army 2022 notification has already been published by the Indian Army. Through this particular application, the candidates can start applying for the Territorial Army 2022 exam on the official website from 1st of July and the last date to apply for the Territorial Army 2022 exam will be 30th July 2022. The Territorial Army exam 2022 for the civilian candidates will be conducted by the Indian Army on 25th September 2022. तो आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे कि एग्जामिनेशन डेट के बारे में भी नोटिफिकेशन में मेंशन किया हुआ है. So all of you can start your application process from 1st July onwards till 30th of July and then sit for the examination which will be conducted on 25th of September 2022. So let us now look into the most important question that majority of the candidates must have asked, and that is who all can apply for the Territorial Army 2022 exam. The applications are invited from gainfully employed young citizens for an opportunity of donning the uniform and serving the nation as Territorial Army officers non-departmental, based on the concept of enabling motivated young citizens to serve in a military environment without having to sacrifice their primary profession. So it's a great opportunity. So if you have already a primary profession, need not sacrifice it for serving in the army. You can also serve the nation in two capacities, as a civilian and as a soldier. So you'll get double opportunity if you are going for the Territorial Army examination 2022. No other option will allow you such an expanse of experiences and expertise. So it's a golden opportunity, as all of you have understood. Now let us look into all about the Territorial Army. That is, first of all, what is Territorial Army? We will look into that. Basically, Territorial Army is a part of the regular army and its present role is to relieve the regular army from static duties and assist civil administration in dealing with natural calamities and maintenance of essential services in situations where life of the communities is affected or the security of the country is threatened, and to provide units for regular army as and when required. Now, there are certain eligibility criteria also which you need to match with yourself if you're interested for the Territorial Army 2022 exam. And that is, first of all, let us look into the nationality criteria. So, only citizens of India are eligible to apply for this exam. However, both male and female genders can apply. Age limit should be between 18 to 42 years as on the last day of filling of application. That is on 30th of July 2022. Your age should be between 18 and 42 years. So you could see the upper age limit, which is 42 years, right? So any of you within the 42 years can apply for this particular Territorial Army exam. The educational qualification is very simple. It is only a graduation degree from any recognized university in any subject. Physical standards is that a candidate must be physically and medically fit in all respects. Simple. The employment is, now this is very important and it's a very crucial part of the Territorial Army eligibility, and that is you should be gainfully employed. That means that you should have any kind of primary occupation already. That means you should be getting income from that particular profession that you are following. And there's a very important thing to note down also, that serving member of the regular army or navy or air force or police or GREF or paramilitary and like forces are not eligible, simply because this is only for the civilians, right? Only civilians can apply for the Territorial Army 2022 application, which is going to start from 1st July till 30th of July and can sit for the exam on 25th September. Now let us look into another important criteria which has already been provided by the Indian Army, and that is the number of vacancies that they are targeting to fill up through this particular exam, and that is the number of vacancies we will look into as per the different genders of the candidates. So male candidates will have 12 vacancies through this exam, and female candidate there is only one vacancy for it. So in total there are 13 vacancies available through this particular exam of Territorial Army 2022. However, you need to also note that the vacancies vacancies are subject to change as per organizational requirement. So it may happen that the organization may require more or less vacancies, and obviously they will be confirming the number of vacancies if such changes occur, and we will also let you know about that. The next important thing that comes is selection procedure for Territorial Army 2022. So you must know how you should be selected step by step for this particular exam. So first of all, you need to fill up your application form, and if your forms are correctly filled, then you will be called for the screening, which is basically the written examination, which will be obviously happen on 25th of September, and after that you will have to appear for the PIB, which is preliminary interview board. Okay, and there the PIB will be set up by respective Territorial Army Group headquarters, and you will be called there. Next, when you get selected there, you are qualified, you will be called for the SSB interview. So you will be assigned a service selection board where you need to go and appear, and once you're recommended in the SSB interview, you will be called for the final selection through the medical board. That means it will be checked whether you are medically fit or not. Once you're declared medically fit, then you have to wait for the merit list. That's as simple. That's the final thing. Once your name is there, then you will be selected as a Territorial Army officer. So all of the selection procedure is very easy, and step by step we have all covered all these steps with obviously great knowledge, great information, great details for you. For that, you need to check out our app, which is the SSB Crack Exams Learning app. You can download this app from the Google Play Store, and then you can get yourself enrolled to the Territorial Army Exam Online Course 2022, where we have given you all subject wise lectures, PDF study materials, quizzes, practice exercise sets, sample practice Q&A, previous year's Q&A, and much more for your preparation. Also, not only that, we have also provided SSB interview online course for your SSB interview preparation. So this course is the best course in the online market. You will also get to access this course through our app. Inside this course, you will find all the testing procedures of SSB interview covered in full-fledged details along with practice sets. Not only that, we also organize the live classes which take place regularly and in monthly batches. That means every month, and in these live classes you can join only through the course. So this is a very important course that you can get a hold of. Now we will move on to the exam pattern and scheme of Territorial Army 2022 exam. So once you have applied for this particular exam, you should also know how to appear for it, how to prepare for it. So this is how you should know about the examination first and then start preparing. So basically, the Territorial Army exam is an offline examination and MCQ based. So objective type questions will be asked. Okay, and you have to fill up the OMR answer sheet. That is as simple. The standard of the papers in elementary mathematics will be a matriculation level. That is the standard of the papers in other subjects will approximately be such as may be expected of a graduate of an Indian university. So not very advanced knowledge is expected of you. If you're a graduate, you will be very comfortably be able to solve all the questions asked in this particular exam. Now talking about the exam pattern and scheme for Territorial Army 2022 exam, there will be basically two papers which you need to sit for. The first paper will consist of two parts. Similarly, the second paper will also consist of two parts. So in first paper, you will have part 1 as reasoning and part 2 as elementary mathematics. Similarly, in your paper 2, you will have two parts, and the part 1 will consist of general knowledge and part 2 as your English. So each of these papers will have 2 hours of your time. You have to solve them in 2 hours of the time. So total 4 hours exam it will be, and for each of the parts 50-50 questions will be asked, and the total marks for each of the parts will also be 50-50. That means total you have to sit for 4 hours Territorial Army examination, and it will consist of 200 questions of 200 marks. Simple calculation, right? So now I will also show you the marks distribution, very importantly, marking scheme of this examination. So as you have all understood, so basically 200 questions, 200 marks. So for every correct answer, you will score 1 mark. However, there is a negative marking, and that is 0.33 marks will be deducted if you are answering any question in a wrong way. There will be no marks allotted to you if you are skipping any question. Okay, qualifying marks, however, is minimum 40% in each part of the paper separately, and overall average should be 50%. Simple. So basically, in each part of the paper, you have to score 40% of the marks, and then total average should be 50%. This is very simple, and you can all, I think, if you're following our course that we have already provided through our app, the Territorial Army online course, it will be a cakewalk for you to solve the question and get the marks and get qualified the written examination, right? Now we will look into the syllabus. It is very important now to know what topics you need to study for the Territorial Army 2022 exam. So as I said, in paper 1 you have reasoning, and elementary maths. For paper 2, you have general knowledge and English. So we will now look into them one by one. So for reasoning, you have to go through both verbal and non-verbal reasoning topics. For elementary maths, you have to cover arithmetic, unitary method, elementary number theory, algebra, trigonometry, geometry, mensuration, and statistics. For general knowledge, you have to cover topics from history, geography, polity, economics, physics, biology, chemistry, current affairs, defense affairs, and static GK. From English, you have to cover topics like synonyms, antonyms, idioms and phrases, comprehension, parajumbles, error spotting, jumbled sentences, sentence correction, fill in the blanks, active passive voice, word substitution, and spelling. So don't worry, all of these topics, right, or that means the entire syllabus of Territorial Army 2022 exam has already been covered inside our Territorial Army online course 2022. So simply what you need to do is download our app and get yourself enrolled into this course, and the entire syllabus will be covered already. Okay. Now, we will come to the most important part of this session, which is the important dates to remember. So, if you are eligible, if you have checked your eligibility criteria, and if you are matching as per the eligibility provided by the Indian Army, and you want to start the application procedure, you have to wait for 1st July, because the starting date for submission of application will be 1st July 2022. Also, please note down these important dates as and per, when necessary. You need to go through these dates and do the necessary things. The last date to submit the online application for Territorial Army 2022 exam will be 30th July 2022. So I would suggest to start preparing and start also applying for this exam well before 30th July. Don't wait till the last date. The admit card will be released 2 weeks before the exam. The date of the examination has already been declared by the Indian Army, and that will be on 25th of September 2022, which is a Sunday. The results will be declared within 1 month. That means it will be maximum October to November 2022. You will get your results. So this is very simple and a very important exam calendar also to take note of if you want to apply for Territorial Army 2022 exam. Now the question may arise, how you may start applying. Very simply, only online application process is acceptable. No other mode of application is accepted for the Territorial Army 2022 exam. So you need to apply online by visiting the Indian Army's official website, which is www.jointerritorialarmy.gov.in. Okay, now while filling the application form, you should have your valid and active email IDs. Do not change these email IDs until and unless your selection procedure gets completed. Also, the admit card will be made available online for being downloaded after submission of application by the candidates. So basically, your admit card will be there on the website, okay, and you have to download it from that website, and you have to print it out. So simple as that. So I hope now that it has already been clear to you about the different processes, the notification, the eligibility criteria, selection procedure, syllabus, as well as the important dates for Territorial Army 2022 exam. So what you need to do is, number 1, apply for it. Number 2, get yourself enrolled into Territorial Army Exam Online Course 2022 by downloading our SSB Crack Exams app from the Google Play Store. Also, we have provided SSB Interview Online Course, which you will also have to enroll to and start preparation, because after this process only you have to appear for SSB interview. But those of you who have lots of SSB interviews lined up throughout the year, we are providing a golden opportunity, 1 in a million opportunity, and that is 1 year full access to SSB Interview Online Course 2022. So if you know anyone from your family or friends who are preparing for SSB interview and who have lots of SSB interviews lined up throughout the year, you can obviously refer this course to them, where they will get a 1 year full access to this particular course of all the lectures, study materials, practice sets, and not only that, every month we have new batches. So every month they can also, or you can also join into the live interactive classes of SSB interview, and thereby make your preparation in a much more solid and effective manner. However, if you are sitting for any other written defense exam, please make sure to check out the range of defense exam courses that we have also provided through our app. So you can download our app right now if you have not downloaded it yet, and start enrolling for the course that you want to take. Also, make sure you're using the code Warrior10 to get an extra 10% off on any of the courses. So I hope that this session was quite informative and helpful to you. I will see you next with something more helpful and informative regarding the other written defense exams as well as for SSB interview. Till then, always stay tuned to SSB Crack Exams and always stay positive and motivated. Jai Hind.